Oh, I got a live one here. All right, party people, this is last call. That intro wasn't supposed to happen, but I will edit that out. We were talking about what's going to be our favorite Star Wars. Right now, in this period of time, there was a John Cena turn, and we're talking about. Okay, we give that about 5 minutes. So the reason I didn't see it is because it was good guy versus good guy, but never did I encompass the John Cena situation. I'm sorry, the Rock situation.
I thought we were talking about Phil.
We already you didn't hear the whole intro? Oh. So, we didn't see it coming, but a lot of fucking people did because it is what it is. All right, we're gonna do what is our favorite of the 9 movies, and not your books, not your not your video games and all the stuff that make it, not the stuff that makes it make sense. We're just doing the 9 movies. So, Zach, since your face is closest to the camera, what is your favorite fucking Star Wars movie? That's not the holiday, whatever the fuck.
Okay. All right. So we're going with just movies. Oh man. If I'm being honest, I think I might have to say number 3, Attack of the Motherfucking Clones.
Any reason?
I mean, we got to see how Darth Vader became Darth Vader, pretty much, sort of, kind of. We got to see the very beginning of it, and you got to see him say, "I got the higher ground. Don't fucking do it." He did it, anyways. But yeah, I'll never forget that part. I got the higher ground. What are you doing? I'll chop you up, bitch. Did it. So yeah. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, he told him, he's like, don't fucking do it. You know me, bitch. I'll fucking chop you up, bitch. Yeah.
The saddest, darkest part was, what about Padme? She died.
Oh, fuck. Well, anyways, I was going to say, yeah. You know what? I feel like that was a little side, like, whatever. Because he already knew. He already told him, like, that you're not supposed to love and shit. And he's like, I don't do what I want. Typical kid, right? It was like, all right. And then, like, but he didn't know he was like fully going behind his back and was like, yeah, no, I'm like pregnant. I'm dropping the seeds, bro. Yeah. So, like, it was like, oh my God. I got a child here and he's got a force. That's not good. Anyways.
I feel like he was going against the Jedi Order of things for love, and not. It didn't start off that way, and little by little.
No, you saw how that kid looked at Padme. You knew exactly. He was like, "Nah, she's the crush. She's the one." And you remember how, like, when you're little, you like focused on the one, and then you learned, like, in life, you're like, I don't need to be all like that. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I feel like it was a young part of his life, bro. It was like young part of his life, and then he became like man, unfortunately, becoming Darth Vader and shit.
What part are you disagreeing with me on?
Oh, I don't know that I'm disagreeing. I'm just kind of like,
right.
I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. Never mind. I'm not even disagreeing. Go ahead.
Start off as love, and then you have this person that's you're doing the shit that you want, but little by little, you get what you want, I get what I want, and then it just becomes what the Emperor wants. Like, by the end, you know, going up to Dooku. Sorry. It just little by little, we're all on the same team, but the Emperor, you know.
Well, he's the puppet master, yeah.
Well, yeah, because that person got used until you're no longer usable. Grievous, you're being used until you're no longer usable.
And can I just say one thing? This is why my favorite is Darth Plagueis because I wanted to know how did Palpatine know to fucking create this whole spider web of things to happen, and like he was fully in control of all of it and playing both sides. Oh,
Because
Plagueis, then you know, like that story, like
little
tells
by
you.
little, no, it was all right. So I am this, and little by little, oh my god, this guy is better than this guy. You kill this guy, and that's kind of your
Well,
proving
that's
ground of.
yeah.
I could be way wrong. It's not a guy that looks up like yeah. Please, Gabe.
I have a hot take.
Go ahead, please. Please contribute.
Darth Plagueis doesn't exist.
Oh, he doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
Wait,
Emperor,
what?
Emperor Palpatine found Korriban when he was a senator and went there and was corrupted in the Valley of the Dark Lords by the spirits of all the Sith Lords that lived before. And for me, that will
Wait.
always be canon.
Oh, this must be different, like story than that I read. Okay, my bad. I was just going based off that book, Darth Plagueis.
Those are the Disney books.
Oh, okay. Well, that was the
That's
story I was going based off
That's
of.
what's the weirdest thing is that there's things that okay when things weren't counting, there was there was 3 movies, maybe
Well, there was
4,
the original Star Wars. Yeah, it kind of blew up from there.
but no, there was at least 4 movies that Darth Maul was, and there were these movies that were out. And Gabe, we would go to Barnes and Noble at fucking midnight, and he would get these fucking books that were paperback books. Sometimes the higher end, but like it's what came out first. And he would be like, "By the way, Darth Maul's still alive, and he has 8 legs." What?
Yeah, yeah. No, that's true. I know. I agree with that 100%.
Filling in the dots of the like.
Yeah,
This is what counts, but doesn't count. But
I
counts
didn't
for
know that book that I read didn't count. I guess is my thing.
yeah.
That's all.
It counts for us nerds. What?
What?
Zach, yours is official canon.
Oh,
Yeah,
was it? Oh,
counts. And again, okay,
because
so,
you know, Palpatine, like offs him as you were saying earlier in your point earlier, the Sith, only 2 and all that shit, right? So he eventually kills his fucking master there. That's how he kills fucking Darth Plagueis. Spoiler, but yeah.
Spoiler.
Yeah, like so Palpatine like learned everything he felt he needed to learn, and then he was like, to your point, you were saying earlier, they just fucking off the guy, right? Because only 2, and then you keep it tight. You keep it just it's just us, nobody else, and that's how Palpatine fucking was
Well,
learning the ways and the means.
that was the rule too, started by Darth Bane.
Yes, agreed. Yes, that's my understanding of the story as well.
my
But anyways,
thing
I was trying to circle back to what you were saying earlier about the 2. You were talking about that.
so that's the thing as a nerd is that we don't want to see your take on things. We want to see what's been said and done, and we want to see it come to life. Now, you have the parameters of doing everything in that book. Look at people are not happy as nerds. People are not happy with Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings because they left out full out chapters and characters. And
But isn't it like the Bible where you just kind of fill in the gaps how you feel?
well, no, it may be how you feel, but two, it's the story that you want to tell. But
Okay.
again, it's like even okay. So for me, we got Bane breaking Batman's back, but it wasn't Nightfall. It was the last story of finishing story of Dark
A
Knight
comic?
Rises. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But people want to see you fill in the panels of the things that they already saw. They don't want to see you try to fit in the storyline of whatever. And with Star Wars, I feel like the things that we talked about today, there is things that are filling in the gaps, and that's why that makes sense of who shot first. That's why this makes sense of like they've just made it make sense of like if that was your question at a Comic-Con, like okay, this will make it make sense because that was the power generators or this and that, blah blah. And they'll make it make sense 20 years later.
Yeah. As they should.
So, anywho, who went for favorite Star Wars? Cactus, you did. Gabe, what's your favorite Star Wars? I'll go next because Star Wars is your thing, so I'll go next. My favorite Star Wars. God damn, that's really hard because my honorable mention, and it's not a movie. My favorite Star Wars is Return of the Jedi. But
yeah, see, that was on too.
But if I had gotten Return of the Jedi fully realized Mandalorian Luke, I would have him 3 times. Because that of the point that we got to, that was Luke.
Yeah.
That was the fully realized Jedi.
Mm,
and you got the prequel where they're running fucking and they're doing 50 million things better than Luke, which was a disassociation to what I'm fucking even used to, which made me think that Luke is left behind.
Nah.
But once I saw Luke come get fucking Grogu, then I was like, well, yeah, no, that's. And it would be a little piece of how Vader went in to go fucking try to get Leia. Like, that's how it would be. It would be fucking fuck you. Okay, so we've all played a fucking Star Wars video game. And the lightsaber takes no fucking force. But when you use force, little by little, you used up your force and blah blah blah. That's how that fucking felt. Was boom, 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 crush this motherfucker. Like that's how it felt. Like just using a little bit of your shit. And I'm gonna go with Return of the Jedi, but honorable mention to Mandalorian 3 or 6, where like
are you talking about a season or something?
That was the end of season 3, I think.
End of season 3, but I think it was.
You're like going deep cut. Mandalorian season 3, but no, we can't include anything other than the movies.
Okay, so I do like the end, and I do like, for me, that's the. I sound like fucking these kids. For me, but
on God, bro, on God.
That was a fully realized Luke up until like somebody wasn't happy with it because you guys know what the fuck a full Jedi is. Somebody wasn't even happy with that. Like,
well, because we find out Jedi's kind of suck in the
in
end.
all honesty, like when Kenobi goes against Vader, it's everything I've ever been waiting for.
Yeah.
Everything I've ever like when Luke has his fucking thing and he's getting hit by shit. Like again, fully not realized Jedi, but when it's all fucking on God mode and both are going at it. That's what I thought we would get with Jedis until it became like what Jedis are now. Like, this is what it should have been, because it should have been that. Just it was, I don't know, a Kenobi season finale, I think it was, or 6 or finale, because they always do something big in 6 and something big in the finale, whatever it was. And on top of that, it was the cracked half Anakin, half Vader in the comic book cover, which is a nod to that, which was like, yeah, White Christmas.
Well, they also, that also happened with Ahsoka too, I think, if I remember correctly.
Side, Obi-Wan got this side.
Yeah, exactly. It's like basically they almost both fucked him up.
But
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I'd love to see Ahsoka just like, because she's not even Jedi now. She's just rogue. And she's just like, I got 2 lightsabers. I'm ready to fucking shit up. Let's go.
Well, because they're just trying to tell her story. Wherever. That's why it gets all convoluted of
well, now she's a fucking person with the fucking Jedi Force and lightsabers, and she knows the fucking Jedi, and she's just doing her own thing. Like, what? Okay. Yeah, I want to watch that story.
That's called Ahsoka on Disney.
Well, I'm just saying, I want to see her, fuck shit up. That's all.
Yep. It's all you, man. Whatever you want to say, Gabe, before we go.
Let's give it a shot. Let's talk.
Let's talk in 17 minutes. All right.
I'm doing so.
My grandma, when I was little, we used to watch movies every night. If we didn't finish the movie, we finish it the next night. And we do that before bed. And that's how I grew up on, like, Indiana Jones and Star Wars and Star Trek and everything else. Mm-hmm. But we didn't watch Empire for the longest time. And I was like, Grandma, how come we don't watch it? She's like, it's a sad one. Mm-hmm. I made her watch it after not seeing it for a few years. I'm like, Grandma, this is the badass one. And, like, after that, Empire was my thing. Like, it's so... after that, I realized I had a thing for sequels, because, like, the first movie is great and is amazing and sets all the stakes up. Yeah. But the second one takes you into the depth, takes you to new risks, new peril. Like, again, the Millennium Falcon literally goes into the belly of the beast in Empire Strikes Back.
Mm-hmm.
Luke faces trials of faith throughout the entire movie. Far more so than he had to in the first one. Learning how to use the Force, learning how to defy the dark side, going up against his father.
Meeting Yoda.
Getting completely pwned by Yoda. Because Yoda,
straight up.
He was at first.
Yeah, Yoda told him what's up. He's like, you're not fucking ready, bro. You're not ready. Fucking. He told the other Force ghosts there, Obi-Wan. He's like, he ain't ready, bro. This motherfucker right here, he ain't ready. Like, right to his face. Yeah, he's pretty bold.
One of the greatest things I've ever heard, because it really hit me every time I hear it, and I'm sure it hits a lot of people, but like when Yoda is talking to Obi-Wan and Luke's right there, and he's all his life as he looked away to the future, to the horizon, never his mind on where he was.
Yep.
What he was doing. Adventure, excitement, all these things that Jedi craves not. You are reckless. Every time I hear that, I'm like, ugh, stop talking to 20s me.
Right? And then the part about it is like, I'm not afraid. You will be. And he tells him again, you will be. Like, bitch, you don't even know what being afraid is yet. Ugh.
Although for me, the ever Yoda moment is when Luke falls and he's telling about control. And he's all, what does he say? You have to feel the force around you, between you, me, the land, the ship. I'm forgetting now because I'm a little. But the whole speech where he's all luminous beings are we, not this crude matter. that whole thing, like that reminds you that even as a human being, we are powerful, and the things we do and say and wish and think are powerful. You know,
Mhm.
and that's one of those things that scene is always reminding me of. Like yoga is when I listen to yoga, I don't feel like Jesus talking to Luke. I feel like he's talking to me.
I see a Muppet. My
A lot of
bad.
what he says really hits.
Yeah. All right. Well, two. I feel like that's why they always had the circle of trust situation. Because when Yoda goes like, "No, there's another," it's still fucking Obi-Wan like, "Yeah,
Dude.
bitch, it's him."
Yeah.
It's the line of "there's another," and then us to going, "Oh my god, who the fuck could it be?" Like, it's that much, but like,
That was such a cliffhanger, dude. And just to end it like that. Oh, boy. Wait, what? What the fuck is
and then
another? Oh, fuck.
it's amazing though. Again, again, it all comes to
But we
wrestling.
saw the connection. We saw the connection there
Exactly. That's what
in
I'm
the
saying.
movie. So you knew who he's talking about
Another, and the one
if
that
he
you
was
knew
smart.
was fucking Han. Fuck. You know what fucking is the bomb ass shit too? Is Luke. I'm so fucking okay. Han Solo and how you say it?
Han Solo.
Luke, like Han Solo is a mad fucking bro.
Scoundrel.
No, he's a fucking mad bro. Like look
No,
at
that's what he says. He likes scoundrels. Remember that? He tells you that.
it, but he's a fucking okay. Look, the chick that he fucking likes made out with somebody right in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
Luke didn't fucking get in. Like Luke's not
Luke
yelling.
fucking put his arms back like he fucking managed any part of that which he had nothing to do with. All he was a pawn in a fucking scheme of I'm just trying to show you that I don't fucking care, but I really fucking got a boner for you. That's all that was.
And without resistance or fear of death, even he went out to go look for Luke. Even knowing
That's what I'm trying to say.
second
What I'm trying to
Well,
say is, okay,
well, he probably is like, yeah, like, dude, I probably owe that guy one because
I'm sorry.
and he felt the force.
he says it in the fucking movie. That's two you owe me. He says
He
it.
did say that. He did say that.
One for the Death Star and one for rescuing him.
Right.
Yep.
Because I'm trying to tell you, he's the boy, he's the bro. Like, I think we've all had that friend that's like fucking, hey, listen, I have priors, but you have their back, they have yours. Like, you having their back this much, they have your back this much. Like, they're gonna get fucking a record for you, where you're like, bro, we gotta leave fucking Buffalo Wild Wings.
Han Solo.
What I mean by that is there's people have different life experiences where who the fuck ever had Han Solo's back other than fucking
Chewie.
well, yes, Chewie. I was gonna even go with
Lando did not fully have his back,
Chewie,
but he got put in the corner. But he got put in the corner by goddamn
That's
Sith fucking
what that
Lord.
movie Solo was about, was to fill in that gap of why they have that. Yes, sir. Was it a great movie?
I'm going to go off the books. I'm not going to go off the movies here. I'm going off the books.
That I wouldn't know, right?
Yeah.
That's okay. That's what we're explaining.
Han Solo and Lando had a deep friendship. The reason they met in the books was because Lando rescued Han Solo from Boba Fett when Boba Fett ensnared Han Solo trying to collect a debt. And upon besting him, Lango was like, "What's your fee?" Because, oh no, Lango was like, "Hey, I rescued you. I want to learn how to fly. Teach me. I got this ship, the Millennium Falcon. It's the best ship ever. Teach me how to fly." And that was his payment for rescuing Han Solo. And
That
they were
ship.
almost inseparable after that. Well, him, Chewie, and Lango.
Yeah.
Until eventually, in a card game on Bespin, Han won the Millennium Falcon.
Right.
And they were so close knit. Lango was like, "Okay, here, go ahead, take it." You know, like they were legitimately bros. Like they went to go gamble together. They hung out together. They
Right.
together. Like all three of them.
The last shot. Yes, that's exactly. Also, as soon as fucking Chewie got free, he choked him, and
Yeah, because
that was the like. It wasn't like, oh,
betrayal.
you're choking you got my homie. It was like, it was us three. Like I feel like
we
it
were
was
bros and you did us fucking wrong. Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. But
that's what makes Lango's conception all that
feels
much more
weird.
like, I had to.
Again, I never know if there's a writer filling in the gap of what we've already seen, or if it's, do you get what I mean? Like, or if it's, this is what it was supposed to be, but okay. So, with Marvel and DC, it was like, they're going to introduce characters and you're like, you should already know this, right? So, and you're like, bitch, these people don't know who this is. They don't know, like I didn't even know we were doing Nightfall until we're not doing Nightfall, but kind of, but not really. Because you broke his back doesn't mean it's Nightfall. Just we're not really doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the point I was trying to make. Is like, some people want to see, like, you did a whole thing on the fucking, not the Power Bad. The stormtroopers that are good. Bad Batch.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're counting on the nerds that know this story without connecting any kind of fucking dots.
I'm one of those. I started with the Genki Clone Wars and went through all the Dave Filoni Clone Wars and then went through the
Of course, you are. Yes, you are. And that's sorry, real quick. You are. That's why we went at midnight at fucking Barnes and Noble, because you would tell me, like, this is what's fucking happening. And we fucking awesome. Because I'd be like, what the fuck? And then, like, this was like a weird, this counts but doesn't count, but this counts.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Sorry, really quick. But when we do a whole other movie, you never connected. You never brought us in. You never, not you. You never. So when these people do these movies and like, oh well, I didn't read the comic books. This is what it's fucking based off of.
Yeah.
Don't try to do Good Will Hunting. And this is like Hawkeye with Good Will Hunting, but you're not. Read the shit. This is what made us love them. This is what made us whatever. Like, if we see Gambit, like, genuinely fall in love and they can't fucking whatever, that's like a Romeo and Juliet situation. That's a fucking beautiful.
I think we all know what Ash wants now.
No, just tell a great fucking story, man.
Yeah.
Like I never I'm gonna be fucking honest with you. I never connected with Romeo and Juliet, but when it was Claire Danes and
Leonardo's
they made it make sense. Even though they dumbed it down, they made it make sense for me.
And John Leguizamo. Come on, bro. That was a great cast.
John Leguizamo was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to admit, I was in books.
Dude, let's not forget his best role as motherfucking clown in Spawn. That's all I gotta say.
I wasn't that book smart in high school, even though I went to a college prep. But I mean, like, Romeo and Juliet, that was a great movie.
Dude, the guns, all the fucking guns. I love those scenes. It was awesome.
We're not even talking about the fucking the bowl cut Romeo and Juliet. We're talking about the fucking That's What It Is.
Yeah, and it was a great soundtrack too. I had the double CD. I
Amazing
remember.
soundtrack. Everclear, fucking no doubt, no doubt. Fucking Garbage. That's
Yep.
still still the sexiest
I'm
song.
only happy when it rains. Yeah.
That was number one crush.
Yeah, you fucked that
If
up.
I'm not mistaken.
All right.
No, that's garbage.
We're going way
Pretty
too
sure.
long. Or we're going way too long for just the last. We'll wrap this up, and then we'll do.
I have like an hour more to say.
All right, fuck it.
Yeah,
It's the last call anyway.
it's 30 minutes. I understand. I could talk everyone's ear off all night about fucking Star Wars.
No, but that's okay. Fuck it. I still have another shot, so let's go at least until my other shot.
Okay.
It's
I have fun.
it's what I'm bringing up is
It's a new day. 35 minutes then.
Yes, it is.
35. You gotta work on your timing. That's the beauty of what I'm saying. It was a fully okay. So a lot of people just fucking like a fucking good ending.
Sure.
Where like Empire.
It's normal, bro, to have an ending.
Better story, but oh my god, Ewoks are taking off ATs. Well, again,
they were the short ones. They weren't the full ones from Hoth, bro. Come on, give them a break. They weren't called AT-ATs. Oh yeah, they were actually. Yeah, you're right. No.
I get what you're saying, and we talked about this. Like I mentioned it with the Little Rascals. There's a moment where everything collapses. All of everything that was good is gone. Just like in Empire, the very end of Empire, everyone is defeated, and then in return, you see the retaliation, the fight back. The good guy is winning.
Yeah.
But not only that, it's in 3 different places. It's somebody doing something. You know what I mean? Like, there's 3 different wins. You know what I mean? Like,
to wrap up the story.
At least on this Earth, like this planet and here.
Remember I was talking about the hero's journey? There's this whole reciprocal thing about the hero going through his like whole process to become a hero.
Yeah.
In episodes 5, in episodes 1.
How much did we cream though too? I know. Okay, hold on.
What?
What
did you just say?
I did say that. The introduction of speeders. The introduction of speeders was dope too, because like that wasn't even
episodes 1 and 6.
1 and 6
similar. The battles of the end are very similar. There's a space battle, there's a ground, and there's a lightsaber battle.
Yes.
Okay.
Those are different periods in the hero's journey.
Mm-hmm.
From the episodes of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember we're talking about
there's Skywalker stories. It's on this too, bro.
So in that Joseph Campbell cycle, like episodes 1 and episode 6 up here, those are very similar in their tone and the way that they're told. That's why, like I said, they both have a space battle, a ground battle, and a lightsaber battle, all to determine what's going to happen in the future.
Do you really not like the last 3?
I do. They wrap it up tightly.
The sequels?
Yeah, they're all right.
Could they be better or
Last Jedi, bro? The Last Jedi.
Like you disregard them.
I disregard them.
How about that? How about this? When was the last time you saw any of them?
When they came out in theaters.
There you go. That's your answer right there.
I will see any movie.
You don't even need to ask any more questions right there. He's told you.
I
What
will
do you
watch
think
any
about him?
Star Wars movie on opening night. That's been my tradition since high school, and I still do it.
And he did it, and he's like, "Now I'll never see it again."
And the last
there
three
you
are fucking hard to do.
There it is, Ash.
All right. So Asuk, yeah, I'm down. This is my last one though, because we gotta. We're at fucking
Oh.
30.
I'm already a New Day.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Man.
Thank you. I love that, bro. That's
So-
all. Yes, the. I'm sorry. I was just kidding. That's good.
Hey,
I'm
side quest. If fucking New Day make Rich Holland the guy that fucking broke his fucking neck in the
Oh,
New
God.
Day,
Oh my God.
that
I'm
you're
down.
there. No, they'll be booed. It would be done.
It
If you
would be
want them
super
to
heat.
really be bad
Super
guys,
heat. Yeah, super
it's
heat.
done. It's done.
That's like Dominic Heat. Dominic Heat. Yeah, like
It would be.
everybody's gonna fucking hate you. Yeah.
Talking about yeah. It would be just,
It
and
would be
you
the
would
best.
put him as the big guy in New Day. Like it
Dude,
would
I
just,
haven't watched any NXT. Dude, I hear fucking the fucking Hardy Boys are back now.
yeah, they are.
Fuck. Okay, that's cool.
Or today yet.
I'm watching very, 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 very slow.
I haven't seen
Okay.
Smash.
I know
Sorry.
that they're back. How do you say this? That's not
Are
my
they
main
gonna-
show. So
Yeah.
I'm watching. I'm probably like 2 months behind.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I know, but it's all good because
I haven't watched
the Hardys,
any ever since it went to C Dubs.
after WrestleMania, the Hardys are gonna fight somebody on Raw or SmackDown, and then they're gonna go to fucking the Hall of Fame.
Oh god. He's probably gonna break his neck, unfortunately. I hope he doesn't. God damn it. You know what I'm talking about. Good old Jeff there.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, my favorite is okay. My favorite is Return of the Jedi because I thought that was a fully realized Jedi. It's not. And when I saw Kenobi versus fucking Vader, is everything I've ever fucking wanted to see. I'm sure there's better than that in some kind of weird fucking book that I've never fucking read, but on camera, that's always what I wanted to see. Like I almost see this better than like
2020 edition.
you were my brother, Anakin. Like it meant a lot more that, but it still wasn't. It still wasn't God mode, where both guys had God mode. It was this. It was a high ground weird thing, and it was still a warning, like nigga should not say the word. Naysay.
I love you, Ash. You're the best.
Don't
Oh,
do
man.
Don't do the. I am half black. If anybody wants to fucking question me,
No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm just saying it's like
you. I'm just saying in case I have to fucking. This. All right, we are at a whole other 40 minutes, but and
I haven't said mine.
I know, I got you, but I will say this:
Kind of. Well, I can say some of it, actually.
of the original three, too. Sorry, the original three.
you said your favorite was one of the original three, which is Return of the Jedi. Remember?
Yep.
No.
Mine was Empire.
I meant the no.
Zach, what was yours?
'Cause even when he was
Attack.
burning out,
Check, no, that's right. Check one. Check. That was a great one. Ash, do you remember when we saw Chris and our other friends on being gay?
Oh shit!
And we were all depressed afterwards because it was so sad.
This is why I'm nodding.
I
Yes.
can't replicate because I don't have the helmet. But like, hold on. So,
He's gonna put on a helmet now.
ladies and gentlemen,
I don't know if that's gonna help things.
we went to go see Revenge of the Sith on opening day. And my boy Chris, who was just on the last show, borrows my Clone Trooper helmet. Clone Trooper.
Wait,
And
that looks like a Boba Fett helmet to
okay,
me.
let's pretend this is a Clone Trooper helmet.
Okay, got it.
So my boy goes to the bathroom in a helmet, a white beater, and jeans. So he's right there, and he's doing his thing. And the guy next to him goes, "Hey, where's the rest of your uniform?" And Chris goes, "Casual Friday."
No one heard you.
Casual
I
Friday.
heard it.
Casual.
I heard it.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah. But it got to be the last. It's got to be the last season though, because I mean, we're doing an hour-long fucking last call.
Yeah, but
I'll
I
be
love
honest.
Star Wars.
I'm pretty wasted.
Fuck. Like, listen, I'm gonna say from the first OG to every single fucking thing, it's a person starting from the bottom. Now we're here.
Yep.
And that's the story they fucking continue to tell in all fucking three. And why I'm happy with these fucking Disney fucking whatevers is they are filling the story, because at 5:00 in the morning, I fucking saw a fully realized Luke Skywalker crush a motherfucker with his fucking hand. I'm happy. Anybody that's not, I can give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, because all these little things that don't make fucking sense, I give you Jar Jar. That's the one thing I give you. Jar Jar, I give you. I don't understand. And
It
whoever
was for
made
the
it about
children.
race,
It was for the children.
whoever made it about race, I can give a fuck. Because once you didn't make the Asian really,
It was about selling action figures, brother. That's all.
okay. So the people that were really important,
Mandalorian knows.
the people that were really important, that were clearly a certain race, like, sorry, it's not, I don't fucking whatever. I know what everybody's trying to fucking do, but it was somebody's choice to make that certain fucking accent. But as far as Jar Jar, I took that as that's the, because once he went back
You
to
so
his,
crazy, Ash.
once he went back to his land, it was everybody's fucking.
His land. He didn't have a land, bro. He lives in the goddamn water. Don't you remember how the story goes? Fuck. You don't even know. Did you even watch the first movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Remember when they had the fucking mouthpieces that were so fucking technological? I got told though how it decayed. I didn't know that. Very good.
So, again, just my story was
You're sticking to it.
yeah. Return of the Jedi is my shit because of
Green saber.
that time. That was a fully realized Jedi. That's all. But my
First
nod
time we
is,
saw a green saber.
yep. but again, I didn't know that these were all big deals. That's the best thing is that you guys knew about this before I did. And all this made sense later on that I didn't know what the fuck. It's like somebody getting into wrestling late. Like, so that's Roman and he was in the Shield. So why do
Yep.
I care?
That's why I felt about John Cena.
My character on GTA right now is dressed like the Shield.
Do you get what I mean? Like, oh, okay. So why do I care about this motherfucker? Because he did like fucking 4 years and fucking like
It's context, bro. Context.
And then John Cena is like a fucking like the Hogan that is like the NWO that like him finally being able to go back.
Oh yeah, poor guy. I saw that meme with the back of his head is the O and the NW. I was like, oh, that's horrible.
All right. So this has been the last call. Did you go?
Yeah, we all went, bro. You went twice.
You win a lot, actually. What are you talking about this more?
No, but yeah, you had all valid points. It wasn't like you weren't saying anything wrong. Yeah, oh, sorry. Yeah,
We're good.
I'm pretty buzzed.